Plug in my Christmas tree to light it up and get ready, and yay, me! Well, stay tuned and I'll show you what I do to fix this problem. Okay, well, I figured out that the bottom row, see, I've tried to separate them. These are the next one. Oh, hey, a lights just came on. Ooh, that might be a good thing. Maybe I can figure this out. But this is like a half of the strand. The rest are lit, and this row is not. And I have not figured out what it is. So I was going to show you how I was going to just take a strand of 100 and I just plugged them in. And oh, by the way, I already did the top just because it was easier to do off camera. But I wanted to show you that when you have a problem with a pre-lit tree, they don't just run their strands or, you know, they're around and around like that. They start from the back and they come forward. And then they of course attach them to the branches. And then they go to the back and hook it on something. And they come forward and go to the very back again. And they come forward and they repeat this till you go to the next level. Well, this is encouraging. I'm going to mess around and see if I can get this level to go. Because what I had done was bought 300 lights to do this middle section. Which, by the way, the top of the top two rows of the middle section was lit. And the total middle section was not. Now this one's lit. So I'm going to play some more and see if I can not have to light these. That would be actually really nice. I've been busy around here doing stuff. It's a nice day today in Colorado. It's cold outside, but it's nice. And in here, walking around doing everything I've been doing, I'm hot. So, sorry I don't have any sleeves on or anything at the moment. But as you can see, how right here where I wrapped it, it already looks like it does down here. And the magical thing about my tree is it turns. So it will make it easier to do this process. I'll show you when it's done more. Okay, I have one of those wonderful turning trees. So, I'm just going to show you how it really does help. I can stand in one place, and it makes it amazing for decorating the tree as well. Now, I'm not going up. You know what? I might have only needed 50 lights. A full 100 might be actually too much. I can't go up because the when they come apart, I can't just put the lights in the same pattern all the way because then I won't be able to take the tree apart to put it away after Christmas. So I have to keep it in the same spot. So I'm just looking for places that I can just put this last of it. And that kind of feels a little dark. And so it's all on the lower half. It is now lit. I never have figured out. It is weird. This whole section right here is dark. I can't find a loose bulb. I can't figure it out. But as it turns around, you're going to see I have a weird, half the strand is out. I don't have any of the fuses. I don't even know what kind it takes because it's all pre-lit weird stuff. But as it's starting to come around, you'll see like this branch is out, but this one's lit. This one's lit. Those over there are all dark. This row right here seems to be dark. Yet this one lit up, and then these up here. And as it comes around, it's a little more fuller. It's bizarre. So I'm going to just from here start with my 150 because the box comes with 150 and 150. And I'm just going to start doing what I showed you just a little ago, weaving it in and out and not going up to the top because, again, you want to be able to separate your trees. So this is the way you Christmas wire lights your tree. I am sad that I have to do this. I keep messing with them. It's weird. So anyway, I'll show you when I have it more lit. Okay, I'm going to try to show you how I'm going to decorate the top of my tree. Now, I have picked up from Hobby Lobby's last year on clearance these beautiful, beautiful picks, these are absolutely gorgeous, and I have fluffed them and made them look as absolutely stunning as I possibly can. And they are beautiful in themselves anyway. So what I'm gonna do, I'll climb up on the top. I don't know if I want to see you me on the top ladder, but let's see what we can come up with. I'm going to place one facing out this direction, absolutely looking amazing, and kind of going on the other side. I don't know if you can see it because I don't know if my body is in the way. So they're back to back like this. And as it turns, that looks very, very pretty. Then I have, they're kind of a crystal looking, there we go. They're just gorgeous. Don't remember where I picked these up from. I don't remember, but see how uniquely shaped those are? Just different. I have 3 of those. So I'm gonna place one kind of like right here. So it's hanging out that way. And go up a step here. And I'm gonna place one on the very, very top. Just kind of letting it hang out a little bit. And one on this side. The one on the very top is not cooperating. The second. There we go. Straighten it up and just let it hang out on the top. Okay? Then I have 3, and I like to work in groups of 3. I have 4 actually. Maybe I do need to do 4 on this. Oh no, this one's a little bit different. This one also, because it is different, I'm going to place this one also in the very top in the middle up here. Just so it's on the very top of the ladder. This is the way you can do stuff without having to use a bow every time. This is a unique way of doing it. It's all these interesting picks. And I'm just placing them in different spots around the tree. This one leads up there. And we're gonna have to wait for it to come around again because I want to do one a little more to the back of the tree. That's to the back of the tree. But meanwhile, I'll show you. Look how beautiful this pick really is. They're just neat as can be. So let's see, it's coming around, and I'm going to go back up. And we'll place it in roughly right about there. So I don't know what you think of that, but that's the beginning of how I do my tree topper. Then I might find other things that I'll poke in there, here and there. So I'll show you when I get a little bit more done. Okay, now I'm going to show you that, I actually put poinsettias on my tree. I love these gorgeous. Now this one, I actually only have, I think, 2 of them. One on my other tree and one on this one. And I got them on clearance after Christmas at Hobby Lobby's for 80% off. Now I don't remember how much this one cost, but these plain ones that's like this, they were marked $7.99 each, and I got it 80% off. So, I didn't pay as much as I could have, that's for sure. So anyway, I'm going to just start with my place of honor now. If my tree didn't turn, it would just be something you'd see all the time. But I don't mind putting big items on. I'm going to find someplace that belongs to him. Now I can cut it off or I can bend it. So I actually will just kind of nestle it. It's standing in the way, not showing you what I actually did. I'm going to just nestle it like that in the tree. A spot that I thought would look very beautiful. And I should probably stand on the other side of the tree. And here's one here. I'm going to just put up here. And I'm just letting it go down into the branches and let it pop out. Which is, I like to think, isn't that beautiful so far? And it takes up a lot of real estate, you might say, on these trees, which is a good thing, because sometimes you just have gaps and holes that would be nice to fill. And so I have 3 of those big ones. I have all of these, so now I'm just gonna, now you can go at an angle. I don't know if you can see how I'm angling that in, like that. Then I have another kind that is actually a pick. This is a smaller pick. It's got a little bit of a fruit on it, which is not my theme on the fruit, but it still looks really pretty. And this right here, when this goes past, I think we're gonna see if we can place it in a branch hanging downward. I keep blocking it. My body is too big. I realized, looking at my video, ugh, I've got to try to do something. And I don't know what to do because the keto diet didn't work for me. So then I just kind of laid it, and here's part that's hanging down and out. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, I love how it's turning out. And then we'll place this one somewhere. And let's go. Here we go. Somewhere in this vicinity. Right about here. And as the tree turns, you can stand back and look to see where you need to put stuff. Now I also have, these came from a $1 and Up store. And I'm just going to take it, again, the same thing. They're long stems. Instead of cutting them off, I'm just going to push it down in and nestle the berries in. I think they really are very interesting how they can take up a lot of space and create an interesting feel with the berries here. I keep standing in the way, I'm sorry. So you can't see what I've just actually done. Come on, connect and show out. There we go. Then, here's one more. And I do have more of them. I just was showing a sampling here. Let's put these ones kind of going in right here. And let them hang down and let you see how the berries actually are. And interweave them into the branches a little bit. I think that looks really, really pretty. I have one more poinsettia to go on here, and I have more. So it's like you're trying to figure out how to evenly space them. You know, like the triangle here of them. And, let's see where there might be one that this just is perfect. It takes patience sometimes to decorate a tree. I think I'm going to go for one right about here. There we go. I think it's starting to look pretty. Okay, now what I want to do is show you what I've been doing. How I'm going to put ribbon on this year. Now I have some that is not wired, and I'm using this because I've had this roll of red ribbon for like since I got married, 30 years. And I've never really used it, and I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and use it. So what I have done is just cut off, you know, estimated lengths. So I've taken a little bit of my this wire mesh, gold mesh, and this is wire, but so that will help. So I just kind of take it and eyeball it approximately whatever length that looks good to me. That's good enough. And so then I'm taking them, and I'm going to come up close. I am taking it, and I am folding it in half this way. Then the outer edge, because what I'm going to do is dovetail. The outer edge, I cut, I don't know, I hope you can see this, at a triangle edge. And when I get done, I have a really deep, really nice dovetail. And it really is that simple to dovetail. And you can make it as deep as you want it as a dovetail or as shallow. Kind of like the deepness of that dovetail because it gives it a little bit more interest. So then what I'm going to do is just pinch it in the middle like this. I'm not worrying about bows, making it like fancy bows. I am just going to do this. Then what I want to do, and I keep getting in the way. All right, see if you can, just finding a branch that I can twist around it, and I'm just going to let it kind of hang whatever sort of a directed, whatever way it wants to hang. And just place them randomly wherever. And here's another spot. And I don't know if you can see, I've got a branch, whoops, got just one of those little flimsier branches. And I'm just going to wrap it around it and just kind of let it go. And here's a piece of that same stuff. You know, I'll just place it right in the middle. Anyway, that kind of just an interesting look on the bows this year. Instead of just wrapping it around or weaving it up and down, I decided let's just try something very unique and different. And so here is my way I've decided to do the unique and different this year. So there's how a few of those look. I'll show you when I get more on the tree. Okay, for the moment that's enough ribbon. I will probably use the ribbon more after a while when I realize I need to fill in some more places once I start really hanging my ornaments. I forgot when I was doing my stuff on the tree topper that I have these. Again, they were a clearance item. And I'm just going to simply just kind of push them down in, but let them just kind of hang out and droop down. And they just kind of fill in. Just kind of go deep with it so it doesn't go out too far. And I got another one here. And I'll just kind of come down around here, or just behind me again. I'm so sorry I keep doing that. And this is, I divided it between my trees, so I don't have very many to go in them. Oh, and of course it had to go and tangle on me. Oh, these things are horrible about tangling. Take your time and untangle a little bit. I had them fine, and then just holding them, I tangled. There we go. Sorry. Wish I sometimes had a third hand. It's almost where that one is. So let's come down to right about here, I think. And again, you want them to kind of droop down like a waterfall a little bit, because you just want some interest with them. And then we'll place this one when the tree comes around. Go back here and maybe I want it up higher. I think I will place it up here as just kind of an extension of the tree topper coming down. I don't know if you can see any of that in the camera. It may not pick it up, but I think it adds just a touch of whimsy. It just looks a little more interesting to look at. Okay, now I'm going to just pick up a few ornaments. Now I like to make both of my trees, my big ones, kind of coordinate a little bit and at least look similar to one another. And I keep telling myself, you don't have to do that really, they can look different. But I still have like 2 of each. Isn't that pretty? It's a beautiful harp. And I think it will nestle really pretty, like right in like that. I'm not afraid to use big ornaments on smaller trees. Here's an angel that has lost her wings. There they are. I think I need to glue that back in there, won't I? Yes, I do. Okay, I will have to use that later once I glue them back in. All right, then I have this beautiful old world bauble, as England would call them. They're baubles, and we call them ornaments. But let's just find a sturdy branch that would look pretty on. Yeah. Well, this angel has lost her wings also. What's the matter with these angels? Shame, shame, shame. And I have a cross ornament that I think is beautiful. I'm just going to hang it so it's where you can see it. Here's another pretty, beautiful ornament. And we'll let it hang right there. A nice thing about an artificial tree is if you don't like where the branch is, bend it. And it will help do what you want. Here's another gorgeous angel. And she's not hanging. She's one that I would nestle. So I will take and put a tree branch, kind of twist it and stick her in, and she's nestled in. Hopefully it will work. And then beautiful swan. Let's just hang this one. This is actually a very heavy ornament. What else do I have in here? Ooh, a beautiful fleur-de-lis with a crystal on the end. Isn't that one? Look at that. I want to bring that up close. Isn't that gorgeous? I hope you can see. Can you see it? Yeah. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, I love it. And oh, hey, perfect spot right here. Find the... And it's a heavy ornament. There we go. Oh, hanging very beautiful. And then I do have another nativity, but I don't have anything to hang it. So this is one that I would also nestle if I can get, or maybe I'd hang it like this. There's how I would hang this. Nope, it's not working. But this one that I can bend the branch is going to work. And it's next to an angel, so it works. The nativity is what that is. So I'm not going to show you any more because I'm sure you all know how to place ornaments. But look for things that looks good to your eyes. I'll show you when I get done with this layer. Okay, Well, as you can see, I have a bulb here that's missing the top, and it's a glass bulb. Well, instead of just saying, oops, that's no good, I'm going to throw that away, find a branch and take the hole and the branch and poke it in it, and it'll be amazing how it holds it into place, and it works very well. I've done that for years. Okay, so now I have put in a touch of gold. I don't think you can see it, I'm too close. But now I have some more gold and of just some pick things that are flouncy. They were $4.99 and 80% off. And I just think they're beautiful. And I'm just trying to figure out where I want to place them so that they look amazing on the tree. And I was going to tell you, don't forget to place items deep within your tree, because that gives it depth, and ornaments going deep really helps to make a difference on how your tree looks. Okay, do you remember these? I did on another way I've decorated. They're nice crystally silver. These were, I paid like 10 or 20 cents a box for a thing of 3. Now these I'm also going to put on the tree somewhere. I know the tree looks like it's getting full already, but it's going to work. So I just found a branch and it's a twist tie, and I'm just going to simply put it on like that, and it's going to add a lot more of a crystal look to it. And in here, I think I'm just going to place it, whoops, come on, stay where I want you to go. There you go, kind of like that, just nestle it in. Didn't even twist tie that one in. And I have a few of these, and let's see, where do I think this one would be pretty? I think maybe I'll just kind of squeeze it in right here, twist tying this onto it, and just kind of letting it hang. There we go. And let the lights shine through it. I think they're very pretty. Okay. I also then put black and crystal-like ornaments and gold and the red. And I think I'm going to call it done. I may look at it later and go, oh no, there's an ornament that needs here and there. But for the most part, I think my tree is actually done. So I hope I've inspired you to learn how to decorate your tree using things, big items. It doesn't matter. They could be large. You don't have to be little itty bitty ornaments. Go for large ornaments. I think they're really wonderful on a tree. And picks and place things on a branch and in deep so that you have depth to all of your tree. And add lots of light and sparkle. I think you will be happy with how your Christmas turns out. And I think it's really a very beautiful tree, as it is right here. So what I'm going to do now is bring the camera over and show it to you up close so you can really see how everything looks. I even put like a treasure chest deep within the tree right there. And has some little bow and an angel. Oh, I can't get the right angle for you to see it. It's going around the tree. I have one of those tree turning. I think Hobby Lobby has them. I don't know if they have them this year. I haven't actually looked, but that's where I got mine. Of course, I got mine on clearance. They had plenty left over, but I've had tree turning trees for years. I've had my tree turning, both of them. I love how my trees turn. I think they're just amazing, but you have to have a lot of ornaments for a tree that turns. I think it looks really pretty. An angel on the tree. And there's that crystal thing. And some of those I actually just placed deep within the tree. And here I have like a crystal grape. black. I've put the black on the tree. Now you think black is odd for Christmas decorations, and really it is. But if we trace what the tree decorating was all about years ago, it was a minister in Europe that was walking through the woods, and he saw the lights of the stars shining through the trees, and he thought they were absolutely beautiful. So he cut the tree down, brought it to his church, and put candles on it to represent the stars that he saw shining through. And then over the years, they started decorating their trees to have beautiful things on it. It started out as kind of a pagan thing, but the church took it over and really said, we put the red on the tree, and the ribbon of it, it's symbolic of the flowing blood that Jesus shed for us on the cross. It's his blood of salvation. And blackness of our souls, our sin, is black as night. And the Lord came to wash away our sins, to make us white as snow. That's what I'm using, crystal. It looks white as well. And so that we can walk on the streets of gold. But he also puts us in green pastures, as Psalms 23 speaks of. And so the evergreen is symbolic of everlasting life, because they don't die in the winter. They stay green, and it's the green pastures. So the colors on the ornaments here represent Christ in many ways, and people don't even really realize it. So again, red for the blood of Christ, green for pastures of green pastures that we can be in, or everlasting life of green, because it doesn't die, and white, because the Lord's blood has washed us away, white as snow. And blackness, he took away the blackness of our sin, and so that we can walk on the streets of gold. And the lights, they represent the stars that the minister saw, but it also represents we are the light of the world, and Christ is the light of the world. So when we put lights on our trees, we are showing off the lightness of Christ and the light that we give off into this world. So that's what trees represent. Yes, pagans years ago did trees, but they did a different type of tree. It wasn't evergreen trees. And they used it way different, totally different. So we celebrate the birth of Christ. I even have an ornament here that I think is gorgeous. It looks like a stained glass. Get the light just right so it could represent the church. And more of the crystal. Oh, I even have a crown on the tree here, symbolic of Jesus is the King of Kings. And it's also that we are his children, and he's the king. So I am a daughter of the king. Isn't it beautiful? It's starting to get darker outside. And our angel. Musical, so the music in our heart. And here's the crown that represents the crown of Christ. Well, I hope you enjoyed seeing how I decorate my Christmas tree. It's been a chore today because of the lights all messed up and then all the different layers. And it's taken me most all day to do this. Then you only get to see it in about 20 or so minutes. But I hope you really have learned some ideas. So if I was able to show you some tips maybe you didn't know that you can make work for you and your tree. I love it. I love the tree turning. It's my absolute favorite part of the whole thing. I just sit here and it just makes everything sparkle. And I do love how that looks. So, look at your tree and see what all you can do to just glam it up. I think the more it sparkles, the more it's more beautiful to look at. But there's also many different styles. So do what you love and how you want it to look. So everyone, I hope I've inspired you, and I'm going to say you all take care and God bless and happy decorating.